Hi, this is Juniper of Solavi Studio. The video that I wanted to do today was about thankfulness, and I just popped out in my garden and this is St. John's wort, and I was hoping that by summer solstice these would be blooming in town. The St. John's wort is blooming, but the leaves around the flowers have popped open today. But one of the other things I'm very thankful for is my soon-to-be new porch. Right now, this last weekend we replaced all of these support beams, except for those 3, because they weren't that rotten, and that post, the white one. But we replaced 2 other posts, and those boards are just in there temporarily. And it was so great hanging out with my dad and my uncle. And we need to build new stairs for there, so it's not quite such a step up. But I'm also thankful, oh, that was pitchy. So thankful for being able to dye with indigo. It's such an amazing process. I still have some things soaking in there because it's getting exhausted, but such a beautiful and fun process, and that I have the ability to do that. So this is the cochineal, which unfortunately it is made out of beetles, but it makes such a beautiful bright red color. Traditionally it's a South American dye, and I go back and forth. Is it bad to, I mean, yes, it's bad to kill beetles, but the cost of making synthetic dyes that may be ultimately more harmful for the planet, I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up for me. There was something that my uncle said this weekend. I hope I had written it down. Let me see if I can find it really quickly, but I just found it really inspiring. What did he say? Oh, I don't know if I wrote it down here. Oh, saying a lot of Swedish jokes. Oh, but I think I already did share that when there was one of the framing aspects down here. He wasn't sure how, there was something around here that, and we started down there and moved to here, and it needed to be level, and it needed to be this and that, and then we needed to put up these boards for rodent proofing, and but he said you don't need to know exactly how it needs to be done right now, because then we stepped away and worked on other aspects of the project and then came back to it, and it just all came together. And that's one thing that, because he's been in the heating and air conditioning industry, the HVAC industry, for many, many, many years, and there's often just complications that come up on projects. And what he sees with a lot of the younger folks in the industry is that they get really stuck on one aspect. But and I've noticed that in my own life too. So instead of getting stuck, just refocus on something else, and then it may just all come together perfectly. So, like this porch, I knew that I didn't have the $5,000 or $6,000 it was going to take to hire someone to replace it, because there was my ex-boyfriend, who weighs a bit more than I do, stepped through the porch because the wood was so rotten, and luckily he didn't get hurt. But I mean, here's some of the rot. I mean, just the whole, can you see that? Just the whole board is just, I mean, it wasn't able to, and there's just damage from the bugs, and I live in a wet place, so but I'm just so thankful that my uncle and my dad and people were able to come together, because the supplies are going to be, I think, a little bit less than $1,000 when it's all said and done. And then I'll have a safe deck. So when my son and his sometimes wild friends come and jump around and things, I don't have to worry that children are going to get hurt at my house. Like, that's totally something I don't want to go through, is calling their parents and like, oh hey, yeah, your child got hurt because they fell through my back porch. Because as you can see, if you fall through this porch, it's very deep. Like, it's at least a 4-foot drop. So it's definitely something I'm very thankful for, that next week, not this weekend, because people are busy, but the weekend after that, the porch will be put back together and safe again. So I'm just so thankful for so many things, and I don't know what else to say. But I hope that you take a moment to appreciate just all the wonderful things that are in your life, even if it's something as small as the sun finally came out today. Like, for me, it was almost raining this morning as I was dropping my daughter off at her soccer camp, and it's been kind of on and off, overcast, cloudy all day. And so I was like, oh my goodness, I really want to do this indigo dye, and it's been prepped, and I don't want it to go bad because it does rot. And but if it was raining, then it's not gonna go so well. So I'm just so thankful that today cleared up, it got sunny, I finished the spinning, just everything is coming together perfectly. So I hope you have a great day.